Welcome everybody to another edition of TalkingWithHeroes.com talk show program. I am Bob Calvert, your host, here in Iraq with Anna Sophie Hickson. And we have left where we were before in Iraq. We're now here in Talil, Iraq, or COB Adder, A-D-D-E-R. And for the next few days we're going to be with Fort Carson's 3BCT 4th Infantry Division. Some of that time we're going to be with the 1A. And we're here right now with Major Alan Brown. We just arrived, and Major Brown is the Public Affairs Officer for the Brigade. So I want to welcome you, Major Brown. There you are.
How you doing, Bob?
We're heroes.
Thank you.
Why don't you tell our listeners a little bit about yourself, how long you served, and where you're from?
Well, I've got 13 and a half years in. I've been serving for 13 and a half years. I started in about 1996. And I started out, I was a human resources officer, adjutant general corps officer, after I graduated from college back in Portland, Oregon. And spent 3 years in Germany, a couple years in North Dakota. I actually got out for 1 year, but got right back in after September 11th. And spent some time in South Carolina, Korea. I did graduate school at Fort Collins, Colorado, at Colorado State, where I got married, and then we did 3 years at West Point as in the English department, where I taught English there for a couple of years, for 3 years. And so, let's see, after that, I've been here with 3rd Brigade 4th Infantry Divisions for about, well, since February of 2010, right before they deployed here to Iraq. The brigade is scattered over 4 different provinces. We have Dekar, Maysan, Wuthana, and Basra now. So we're the main advise and assist brigade throughout the southern portion of Iraq as we assist the Iraqi security forces in providing for the security, stability, and sovereignty of their people.
Is this your first deployment?
It is my first deployment. Okay. I've been so busy doing so many other things that just my career path just hasn't hit. So definitely an opportunity to get out here and serve just like all my brothers and sisters in arms have done over the last 7 years.
Exactly. So we're only going to be here a short while with you. We're going to have to get on another helicopter here. We'll put some of those pictures up on Facebook. So talk about the advise and assist. I mean, when we got here, there was this news about this whole transition and all that. Mm-hmm. And now what we're finding is that, and you told me earlier, your brigade's already been doing that the whole time you're here, right? Why don't you just talk about that a little bit? Then I know you want to drive around a little bit and show us some stuff.
Sure. Well, we assumed responsibility for the area on the 2nd of May, and we took over for the 4th Brigade 1st Armor Division. And they were already in the process of conducting stability operations. So we took over right where they left off. Stability operations, or advising and assisting, if you want to call it that, that's really what we're doing. Down here, the security situation is such that the Iraqi forces are doing the vast majority of the securing, all the various operations that both the police and the Army should be doing. They're definitely in the lead, and we really provide them with what assistance that they ask for. Sit back and watch them go.
Which is a big difference than what it was just 2 years ago, 3 years ago, for us especially.
Definitely, yeah. Definitely. And since we've taken over, I mean, we've seen our partners. Each battalion has a set of partner units, whether it be Iraqi police or Iraqi Army, that they work with closely every day. We've got young captains that are in charge of providing assistance and guidance for battalions of Iraqi Army. Out there training with them with M16s, out there showing them how to fix Humvees, showing them basic combat life-saving skills. So all these skills that are very much an integral part of what makes us a good fighting force in the United States, we're trying to pass along and give them, help fill their kit bag, so to speak, so that they can do this on their own. Which, I mean, like I said, they're coming a long way, and they're really at the point. General Odierno has said a bunch of times that the Iraqi forces are capable of defending and providing stability and security for their country.
So we'll be leaving here to go over with the 1A in Garry
Garry Owen.
Right.
COB Garry Owen.
And we'll see some of this because you talked about we would be with Iraqis too.
Yes.
Okay, great.
Definitely.
Okay.
They actually are co-located with the 10th Iraqi Army Division headquarters, and they may be able to take you over there and introduce you to some of the Iraqi staff there.
That would be great.
So, but it's definitely a partnership, and you walk around there and you see both Iraqi uniforms and American uniforms working together. It's really encouraging.
What about care packages and letters? Are you getting people taking care of you from home here?
Oh, I've seen more boxes and more care packages just in the last 6 months than I can even count. It is amazing to me the amount of support and outpouring of just support and love from the United States. My soldiers personally get packages from people they don't even know. It's just fantastic to see that level of support from folks all over the country.
Okay, sounds great. Well, before we start driving around, we'll probably got to stay in the car because of the sand.
It's a little dusty out, yeah. That's the way it happens down here.
Yeah, it'll ruin the camera. Yeah. I can probably shoot through the window. Why don't you give a shout out to some family or friends back home? Just take your time, look in the camera.
Okay. Well, first I'd like to say hi to my wife Christy and my beautiful daughter Adeline. They're back in Fort Carson, Colorado, holding down the fort with taking care of the dog. The rest of my family's out in Oregon. To my mom, my dad, both my grandparents, and my aunts and uncles out there in Oregon. Miss you guys, and can't wait to see you guys when I get back home. Those are I don't know if they're Iraqis. Those are some of the drivers.
Oh, okay.
Chances are they're either Kuwaiti.
Look how the sand just covered them completely. It's just like looking at it here in the monitor. The people who are watching this on YouTube, you can probably see them now. Wow, you got to be really careful going outside with this thing. We won't have a camera.
So what we're going to do now is drive through one of the convoy lanes.
Okay.
Is prepping to deliver. Prepping to deliver a bunch of trucks down south.
So the military equipment that's on the trucks, this is part of the drawdown.
Exactly.
These are vehicles. Go ahead, you tell.
This is a good portion of what we call the responsible drawdown of forces from Iraq. All the excess equipment that's no longer needed because the troops are going home. Much of it comes through COB Adder and gets loaded up, accounted for, and gets sent down south to Kuwait, where it'll be loaded up on a ship and redispersed throughout the military. Something about 75% I've heard of the excess equipment, and that's just vehicles. Let me turn around because I'm stuck here. Something that I've heard, one statistic is about 75% of the theater's excess equipment as part of the responsible drawdown come through COB Adder in some shape or form. Now this could be trucks, vehicles, down to repair parts, down to all, the most intricate little widget. If it's not needed, it's got to be accounted for and shipped out of country somehow and redistributed. So that we could use it, obviously, in another capacity.
This is one of those films, folks. It's a little bit jumpy, kind of like what we did in the helicopter in Afghanistan. A little bit. So this is a big air base, am I right?
Yes.
Part of this?
We share COB Adder or AKA Talil Air Base. There's an Air Force contingent here. They fly C-130s in here, C-17s in here.
I believe this is where my friend Master Sergeant Holt was from Nice Air Force Base. I'm sure he called in from there.
And this is going to become an important part of the Iraqi forces, the Iraqi Air Forces, as we continue to draw down and leave. The Iraqi Air Force is already planning on taking over assuming control of the air base.
Well, it's definitely blowing that sand.
Now it's hard to see over here, but what we have over here, if you look at these berms over here, this is one of the largest fuel farms in Iraq.
Really?
It's relatively new. The construction was completed within the last, I want to say, 5 months or so, 5 or 6 months, where it became fully operational. All these convoys that come both to and leave COB Adder obviously are pretty thirsty, and so they built a new fuel farm. Each one of these berms contains a bladder that'll hold upwards of 600,000 gallons of fuel when it's fully topped off. This is obviously a key element to the logistics piece of the drawdown. Is all these trucks, so many trucks come in and out every day. There needs to be a pretty solid infrastructure to fuel that.
So are your soldiers involved with the reconstruction projects too?
One of our battalions, 4th Battalion, 10th Cavalry Regiment, has been really focused on what we call the civil capacity mission.
Okay.
They work closely with the provincial reconstruction team to oversee a variety of projects that are designed to not only improve the Iraqi infrastructure, but their school system, their electrical system, many buildings throughout the region as well. They work closely, like I said, they work really closely with the PRT and in supervising and making sure that not the government's dollars are spent appropriately and effectively, and that the Iraqi people get a quality product for the funds that we're spending.
Are they as a PRT team at Garry Owen?
Yes, there's a PRT team in every province.
Okay.
So as you're there,
get to go out with them.
I'm not sure what they've got online, but they go out on stuff almost every day to check different projects and so forth. And they may, if you ask to go meet with them, they may very well be able to help you out there.
Yeah, they wanted to take us out the other place, but we ran out of time. Well, I appreciate it, Major Alan Brown. We're going to go eat now, right?
It's chow time.
Okay, any last thing you'd like to say to the American people to continue supporting you all out here? I know when the news came out, it almost sounded like all the combat soldiers are gone, but yet there's 50,000 here, and a big contingent is from Fort Carson.
We're still here. We're still working hard to help the Iraqi people in their quest for freedom and democracy. Your troops are doing you proud, and they're working really hard, and they are going to keep working hard until it's time for them to come home.
Great. Thank you very much. Thank you for your service to our country. I'm glad to finally meet you.
My pleasure, Bob.
Well,
Thanks.
folks, you're hearing it on TalkingWithHeroes.com, our online news site. Thank you for your service.us. The videos are going on our YouTube page, right with the Afghan videos we just put up there from our recent trip there. So let everybody know about these videos. Spread the word. Thank you very much. God bless you. God bless America.